Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka NerdAndProudOfIt, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to talk about the Chrome Mox. A couple of people commented on my recent videos, which talked about the reserved list a lot, that not only the reserved list is expensive, but cards that are not reprinted very often, like the Chrome Mox, are very expensive as well. And we're gonna have a look at the Chrome Mox today. We're gonna have a look at the different printings. We're gonna talk about the different printings, and I'm gonna let you know where you probably easiest way you can get a copy, the easiest, let's say it like this. First of all, I want to thank you for all the traffic, for all the views. The recent videos have been doing really well. I've been just looking at my Unlimited set, looking at my Antiquities set, looking at Arabian Nights, talking about the old cards, and everybody seems to actually enjoy this a lot. So you will see a lot more overhead videos again, which are the basis of the channel anyways. But today we're gonna talk about the Chrome Mox face to face, because I haven't talked to you face to face for quite a while. But thanks a lot for all the views, thanks a lot for all the new subscribers, and of course thanks to my Patreons and YouTube channel members. You keep this channel afloat, and I want to thank you for it. If you want to become a YouTube channel member or a Patreon, then just check out the links in the description. You can find them here. Chrome Mox, that's what we're going to talk about today. I don't know if you have seen it. I'm gonna put one up either here or here, probably here, in front of Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead. I'm gonna put up a Chrome Mox so you know what I'm talking about. I actually traded in all my Chrome Moxes. I had even the Mirrodin one, which was the first one I pulled back in the day, but it's not reserved list, and I traded all my Chrome Moxes in for a Time Twister, a beta Time Twister. Not only the Chrome Moxes, I didn't have 50 Chrome Moxes, no, but I think I had a couple. I think I had 3 or 4 from different editions. And that is actually one of the few cards I am a bit sorry I traded it in. The Mirrodin Chrome Mox, because I pulled it myself. I have a lot of Mirrodin cards. I actually really like the Mirrodin set, and that hurts a little bit still. That's doesn't happen to me very often if it's not a reserve list card, and I don't get rid of any reserve list cards. But the Chrome Mox from Mirrodin, that was a bit of a difficult one for me. In the end, I decided everything not reserved list is okay to go unless I need it for a deck, and at that moment I didn't need it for a deck. But funnily enough, not only the reserved list is going up as we discussed in the recent videos, but also the cards that are not reprinted very often. And like I said, a couple of you pointed that out either on Discord or in the comments here on YouTube. And Chrome Mox is one of those cards. For a regular copy, you probably pay at retail stores, you pay between 150 and 200 bucks, depending on the condition. If you get it on Card Market, for some poor versions, you probably pay around 50 to 80 bucks, but everything else is around 100, 120 bucks for a card that is not on the reserved list. If they don't want to reprint it, that's why I do the quotation marks. It is not on the reserved list, it doesn't deserve quotation marks, but technically, to me, cards like this are kind of reserved list a little bit, because Wizards of the Coast uses them as reprint equity. That means if they want to sell boxes of a new set, they're gonna put certain cards in those boxes, certain chase cards, and Chrome Mox is definitely one of those cards. So it won't be reprinted for a while, and then they're gonna add it to a set, and they know that is a card people want, so they're gonna buy the boxes, and that is calculated. So it's artificial scarcity and not reserved list. But hey, they choose not to reprint it because of a certain reason. They are not your friend. Don't have that illusion. They don't want you to have all the game pieces. No, they want to sell boxes, and fair enough. So cards have value. Chrome Mox is a card that has a lot of value at the moment, and like I said, for the regular versions, you pay around 100, 120 bucks on Card Market, or maybe you find one on Discord or Facebook or whatever. But if you go to the retailers online, like 3-for-1 Trading over here in Europe, you probably pay around 150 to 200 bucks for a nice Chrome Mox. The Mirrodin foil one, I think the normal Mirrodin one in near mint condition is around $200, right? That's the first printing. The Mirrodin head foils, actually, the Mirrodin foil one, I think is about $350 to $400, which is very, very interesting. Obviously very difficult to get. After I traded in my normal Mirrodin one, I thought about getting a foil one because, yeah, but then I decided against it because I normally only buy reserve list stuff. I don't want to buy regular cards. And still, I shed a little tear here and then for that Chrome Mox. Sometimes cards do something to you even though they are not very special, you know? So that Chrome Mox, I probably should have kept it. I should have probably traded away all the others I had, but that one from Mirror that I should have kept. Doesn't matter. If you look at special versions, like the special guest slot, I saw there are 2 versions from that in certain sets. And I think from 2023 or something. I don't know exactly which set. Let me know in the comments. You're looking at, I think, $200 as well, because they look really cool and they are available in foil as well, I think. If you look at the Kaladesh Inventions one, you're probably paying around $700-800 because it's so rare and it looks really, really cool. So what is your best way at the moment to get a Chrome Mox? For me, it's a very easy one. If you want a mint copy and if you want to make sure you're paying a fair price, then probably you should have a look at this thing. It's a Secret Lair, and it's the 30th anniversary countdown kit Secret Lair. And that thing has 30 packs in it. I actually ordered that back in the day because I wanted to give it to a friend or my brother, I think, as an advent calendar because of the 30 packs. And we never got around to open it. I don't know what happened, maybe because of COVID, or maybe we didn't see each other this year. But the Secret Lair 30th anniversary countdown kit actually includes a Chrome Mox. And in those 30 packs here, there are cards from every year of Magic the Gathering. So I think 1993 is a Shivan Dragon, and then we get 1995 with a Necropotence from Ice Age. And that goes until 2023, I believe. And then you got 30 packs. And then you even got an extra pack with a Lotus Whale, I believe, in foil. The funny thing is, you can get all the cards in foil here. So all the 30 packs, Shiva, Necropotence, Shark Typhoon, I think is in there from 2021 or something. I don't know, 2022, or even later, I'm not sure. You can get all those 30 packs in regular, but you have a 1/3 chance of getting a foil. That means you can get the Chrome Mox. You will get it anyways. I think Mirrodin came out in, I don't know. When did Mirrodin come out? 2001 or something? So the 2001 pack contains a Chrome Mox, and there's a 1/3 or 33% chance that you can get that Chrome Mox in foil. And that foil actually is $250 as well, which is very, very interesting because that stupid box here is around $200-250. And you get all the other cards as well, potentially in foil. So, I don't know. Is that thing underpriced? Is the Chrome Mox overpriced? If you're looking for a Chrome Mox, and if you don't care which version it is, and if you might want to have a chance on a foil Chrome Mox, get yourself one of those 30th anniversary countdown kits, open it, get all the cards, get the Chrome Mox. Hopefully you get a foil one, then you get the whole price of the thing, and all the other cards are for free, which are pretty cool cards to have. Because honestly, the whole walk through the 30th, they got special artwork. They got artists to do like an homage to those cards. It is, we can hate Secret Lair. I hate Secret Lair too sometimes. I got some like this, but some older ones as well. I haven't bought any recently. I think the last one I bought was a couple of years ago, the Marvel ones. I was like 1 or 2 years ago or something. But that was an exception because my kid wanted those cards. And normally I don't buy any Secret Lairs anymore unless it's really, really something I enjoy. Like, for example, the Warhammer decks. I'm a Warhammer fan. That doesn't matter. Different story. Here you can get that Chrome Mox. So either that thing is too cheap or the Chrome Mox is too expensive, but I think the Chrome Mox, if it won't be reprinted quickly, will only rise in price. And then even if it's reprinted, it's a chase card, so you will get it very scarcely, so it's difficult to get it. But here, there's one in here for sure, 100%. So I think the Secret Lair countdown will probably rise in price. I mean, it's 250 bucks. It's a nice product. It's a really cool thing to have, especially if Christmas comes up. It might be a nice advent calendar for your Magic the Gathering collection. You open one pack every day. You start 30 days before Christmas. It's even a little longer than a normal advent calendar. You get all the other cool cards. Necropotence, I think by itself is around 30 bucks non-foil. Shark Typhoon as well. If you get some foils, and normally out of those 30 packs there should be 10 foils, there's that Elder in there as well, which I think is 25 bucks or something. So it adds up pretty quickly. The value of this box is probably to your advantage. So if you're looking for Chrome Mox, and if you don't care which version it is, get one of those Secret Lair 30th anniversary countdowns before they are gone, because they are not, I don't see them a lot. And if I see them, they're around 250 to 300 bucks, which I think is the current market price anyway. And you can say, no, I won't pay that. But on the other hand, there's always somebody who pays it. And you know exactly what cards you get. And you can buy the singles as well. But the singles are pretty expensive by themselves. So yeah, you can either enjoy the experience and pay a little bit more than you would pay if you buy all the singles, or you can just, forget it. If you don't want to, that's fair enough. Folks, that was my discussion today. Not only reserve list cards are going up, but a lot of other cards, especially the ones that are not reprinted that often, are going up as well. And of course, that's not rocket science. If a card is not available readily, easily, the price will go up. But we talked specifically about the Chrome Mox, which I think is a very interesting case, because it had a couple of printings and it has a version which easily is available in this box here. You know exactly that you get it. So if you buy, for example, a set that contained the Chrome Mox and you buy a booster box of that set, you're not sure to get one. If you buy the Secret Lair 30th anniversary countdown, while it's still cheap, and I think the price will only go up because the cards are pretty cool and the whole experience is pretty cool. Hate it, love it. I'm not a big fan of it neither, but in the end, it is a nice box, so might be an interesting one to get if you're looking for Chrome Mox. Thanks a lot for listening, folks. Where am I? Where's my shut off button? Jürgen, shut your mouth. Yeah, you talked enough for today. Let me know if you enjoyed the video in the comments. Let me know which cards I should have a look at next. Under the last video about, I think we talked about some Arabian Nights cards. We talked about the Mishra's Workshop was the last video, I believe. I will link to that video at the end of this video. So if you want to continue watching now, just wait, and then you will see the Mishra's Workshop video. Price has spiked enormously, so that's an interesting conversation. But if you want me to talk about other cards, let me know. I know we said I should talk about the Moxes and the Power 9, which I will do in a video very soon, just looking at the cards, talking about them, probably shifting to the overhead view again. But I wanted to talk about the Chrome Mox today because I thought it was very interesting that we have that discrepancy between the Secret Lair box and the actual price of a Chrome Mox. So either one is overpriced, or the other one is underpriced, or probably it should adjust and probably will adjust. Stay healthy, folks. Stay frosty. Thanks a lot for listening. I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.